Welcome to the lesson that will demonstrate how to use the MyStylist app within Canva. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on this image to get the template. When this loads, you choose Edit Template. The first slide is an example of what this particular app will do to an image. What you're going to do is get images and add them to the slides so you could do the before and after. So I like to do people for this particular app. So I'm going to go to a new tab and I'm going to type in Pixabay and I'm going to look up people. And I'm going to pick an image that I think would go really good with that particular app. So I'll go ahead and click on this particular image. I will choose download. I'll leave the default, that's a pretty large sized image, and choose download. I need to say thank you to Stock Snap, so I'll select it and right click and copy that. I'll go back to the presentation, scroll down to that last slide, hit the enter key, and then do Control V or right click and choose paste because I want to give credit. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to scroll up to that example one. I'm going to choose upload on the left. With images selected, I will choose upload files. I will click on the image, and once it's loaded, I will swap off those two generic images with the man I got on Pixabay. So I'll drag it out. And now I'm going to select that second image to apply the filter. I will go to apps over on the left. I will type in MyStylist. I will select the app. What's really interesting is you can type in what style you would like. I went to ChatGPT and I typed in list 20 different possible styles to type in for the MyStylist app in Canva. So they've given me some examples. So let's say I choose Bohemian Chic. I will right click and copy that. I will go back to Canva. I will right click and paste. I don't know if I need to add more. This is my first time using this app, so I'm learning along with you as well. I do need to upload the image. And there's the image. I will choose generate. This is taking quite a while, so I highly recommend that you go ahead and get more images at this time. Make sure you credit them. I'll go back to Pixabay and I'll go ahead and type in maybe child, and I'll locate an image that might look interesting using this app. So here's an image of a little boy. I'll go ahead and click on that. I will choose download, download again. I'll select the name of who I'm thanking. I'll right click and choose copy. And there is the image, so that's great. I'm going to go ahead and drag it. So that is an interesting image that was generated using the MyStylist app. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down. I will hit enter and I'll paste that in. I want to make sure I credit the image source. Now I'll go back and I will choose file, select the boy, and let's see what I want to add. Maybe I'll use futuristic. I'll copy that. I will try futuristic and paste that in. And I'll choose generate. So I'm going to drag it to the second slide. I don't want it on that one. So I accidentally put it here. I'm going to go ahead and right click and copy that, and I'll go ahead and right click and paste and put it in the location it's supposed to be. I'm going to upload his image, the original, because I do need that as the before and the after. I'll drag that out, and there you have the before and the after. So I just took steampunk and I applied it to this little girl. I'll go ahead and drag to replace that image. So there's an example of steampunk. That's actually pretty cool. I recommend you experiment as much as possible and add more information when you get your images. So for example, I just wrote down a style like watercolor and that was all I did. But then I went in and added some more information. So for example, I redid this one. I put in futuristic horror film and this is what I got. On this one, I put children's book in the future. So you want to add more keywords to make it more interesting. For example 5, I put grunge in a mystery movie. For example 7, I did neon traveler in Tokyo. For example 8, I did pop art model in France. So you want to experiment, but do keep in mind there is a limitation. Once that limitation has been met, you have to wait roughly another day in order to come back to it. So keep that in mind. But this one you really want to come in and play and experiment. Another fabulous tip, you do not have to go outside of Canva to do this project. You could look up photos by clicking on photos and typing in what you want. And if you don't have the paid version, you can't use the pro or you'll get a watermark. So let's say I drag out this little girl. You can click on the image and go to the app, choose MyStylist, and choose Use Selected Image. where it says what style would you like, you can try what they have, go through this and see if you like any of them, and you could also modify that. That's a possibility before you choose generate. So keep that in mind. There are many options with MyStylist. When you are done with this project, you would choose share in the upper right corner. You would then choose download. Choose the file type as MP4 video, leave the default settings and choose download. Once it's downloaded, you would go to your downloads folder, and this is where the project will end up. And there it is. Now you're in a position to share your fabulous project with the world. This concludes the session on how to use the MyStylist app within Canva. Until next time, you have a wonderful day.